So I've been flying this drone for a couple of weeks now, and I've tested it extensively, specifically the tracking features that this drone has been marketed for and advertised for. I will be sending it back tomorrow. And if you're on the fence about getting this drone, here, let me just make it simple for you. Don't get it, because you'll be sending it back too, just like I am. So now I'm going to tell you exactly what is wrong with this drone and why you shouldn't get it. Now, this drone has been advertised as a follow me drone. And it does that by tracking you and tracks your movement and follows you around while you do stuff, cycling, running, etc. But the tracking feature that this drone has been advertised for so much is not the best. It's very, very unreliable. And I immediately noticed it when I first flew it, but I thought, hey, maybe it's me, maybe I'm the problem, maybe I don't know how to operate it correctly or something. But after flying it for a few times, I realized that it's actually the drone. The tracking feature is just not reliable. It loses track very often, and it kind of drifts as well. Like while it's tracking you, it kind of drifts away sometimes, and it's just not reliable. So the tracking features on this drone are actually so bad that it actually tried to hit me twice. The one time was when I was trying to get it to follow from the left. There were trees, but they were quite far away. So it flew away and it flew towards me, as you can see on this clip, and it almost hit me had I not moved out of the way quickly. And and the other time I was actually filming my last video on how to get cinematic shots with this drone. All right, so that's rocket shot, and the next one we're gonna do is roll. Come on. I don't know why the drone keeps trying to attack me. So the new AI tracking features on this drone gets confused with complex backgrounds specifically a lot. Instead of stopping, it just wanders off erratically, and it requires you to stop it manually, but then it's too late because it's like already crashed into something, because it's happened to me 2 or 3 times already. Like it'll wander off and you'd want to stop it manually by switching to manual mode, but it's already too late. It's crashed into something. Okay, so it's just if the propeller guards were not there on this drone, then I would have broken this drone already. Okay, secondly, the camera on this thing is just not good. It's actually horrible. Okay, especially in changing lighting conditions. So I got it to follow me the other day, and it was sunny. So when I moved into a shady region, I saw a lot of grain in the footage and a lot of ghosting, you could say. And don't even get me started about the flaring, because it gives rise to another problem as well that I'm going to talk about. But the flaring is horrible on this thing. If you are shooting in broad daylight, in sunlight, you're going to see a lot of flares, and as you see in these clips. But the picture quality, very, very bad. You cannot color grade it. I tried it. The picture falls apart pretty quickly, and you see a lot of artifacts in the image. Now there's a lot of cropping as well being done electronically because of the rock steady stabilization on this drone. The image is cropped, and that already degrades the picture quality because it's cropped into the sensor. And that's just another reason for the bad video quality. So next up is the obstacle avoidance system on this drone. Now I've noticed that it is a bit oversensitive, because sometimes this drone will stop flying when there's nothing around, or it'll detect something far away and it'll just stop flying in that direction. Sometimes it'll just stop flying towards the left or the right, and it's just very, very unreliable. And just like I talked about the flaring on the camera, sometimes when there's flares because of sunlight on the screen, it thinks that there's an object in front and it'll stop flying in that direction. And that is like a major issue with this drone, in my opinion. Also, when you're in a difficult situation, like when there's trees and stuff, sometimes it will move in a smooth way and go around objects, but sometimes it'll just, its movement will turn very robotic very quickly, and it will ruin the image for you. Another thing that I've noticed is because the drone is so light, even in moderate wind conditions, there is a lot of horizon unleveling. So because the drone is fighting against the wind, so does the gimbal, and then the camera is not straight anymore. So I had to fix a lot of my footage in post and correct the horizon, level the footage in post, and because of that I had to crop in a little bit as well to get rid of the blank sides. Lastly, I've had massive problems with the Wi-Fi connection on the drone when I was flying it with my phone. There was constant disconnection. Although the officially advertised Wi-Fi connectivity range is 150 meters, I was getting disconnected sometimes at 30 meters or even less sometimes, and sometimes the connection would be choppy. And I flew this drone in an area where there's no electrical interference, there's no Wi-Fi nearby, so there was no interference, and the Wi-Fi connection is just not reliable. So I suggest, if you do buy this drone, if you have bought this drone, I suggest you get a RC controller and then fly it with that. I've heard that it's more reliable with that, and the signal is more strong. You can even fly it for really long distances as well. But with the Wi-Fi, and that is something a lot of people will be flying it with, like just their phones, because that's what people want, like convenience. But if I'm buying this drone to fly with a controller, then I think I'm better off buying one of the Mini Pros from DJI. I think they'll be a much better option in terms of like flying with the controller, because they offer better video quality and better other features as well. So for me, yeah, this is going to be going back specifically for the reasons I mentioned. And the biggest deal breaker for me was the picture quality. It's just really bad, and the tracking as well. Now I hope that DJI will fix these issues and come up with a better product next time. So just like they did with the Pocket 3. Yeah, so that's it for now, and I will see you in the next one.